Happy New Year from Elizabeth, from Elizabeth's Healing Path. I wanted to start off the new year with a video about resolutions and goals. Because resolutions, I should look at the difference. Because people with resolutions, it tends to be like a month or two. People who set goals tend to get better results. And of course you want to do smarter goals. You want to have a reward with it. So I wanted to go over what I do every year on January 1st. And I have used things like, there's a couple books out there that I've used to do this, but I kind of get down to the simple of it, and I don't really need a complex system. So the first thing I invite you to do, and you would do this once unless it changes. Mine hasn't changed in 5 years. So this is an umbrella system of goals, but I'm using it a little bit different. So I want you to put like your North Star, like your life purpose, if you have that one figured out. And it should be really broad. It shouldn't be too narrow. It should be something that can follow you through your life, even if your career changes, even if your goals change. It should be something that can still follow you. So like your North Star will really guide you through life. It really helps motivate you. Mine's love, and I know it's corny. Like, it's love, and it's also to collect and share magic. And I also kind of perceive love to be like magic, because magic is all about things you don't understand, and I definitely don't understand this. So it's very magical to me. Love is very magical to me. And by love, I mean loving my body, loving my pets and family and friends, loving my career, just loving life. All of that is like my North Star. So if I ever get off that path of love, then I know I'm no longer on my life's path, right? So Coco's just had her surgery, and she's home, and that makes me very, very happy. It's been a stressful couple months with her. So I'm ready to get back on my path. And then I have, like, you can do 5 points, but these would be your core values. So what are your core values? When I first did this, I have a deck of values, but it's not like 50. But if you look online for values, there's a list of like 300 words. So I think that's really cool, because, and you kind of pay attention to if your values clash with each other. So values are what we intrinsically find worthwhile. Your values are going to be different than my values, than we learn values from our parents and society and from church, so they're all different, and one value is not better than another. So I'd like to think my value, I find kindness to be a very important value. Not my top 5, but kindness to be very important. And someone else might value wealth, and that's okay. They can value money if they want to. I like to think mine are better than that, but it's what they find intrinsically worthwhile. And yeah, maybe I find different things intrinsically worthwhile, and that's okay. Honesty, I really value honesty. It's kindness and honesty are part of my top 10, but not my top 5. Mine is love, curiosity, adventure, health, and playfulness. So you'll have a top 5 and a top 10. And that one can be kind of interesting because, and because playfulness is one of my core values. I love that it's snowing right now. Love, love, love. I can't wait to play in the snow tomorrow. But for example, being honest isn't always kind, which is why it's not in my top 5, that kind of thing. And I don't find it as important to me as these guys. So I find, again, curiosity. I love to learn. Adventure, health, and playfulness. Now, some people don't value health. Some people want to eat at McDonald's, and that's what they find intrinsically worthwhile. They have other core values, and that's okay. And so I've always kind of been working through not judging other people who have different values than me, and sometimes I can find it challenging, but then I think I can respect that you have different values. But if they're really off, for example, if you're a hunter and I value kindness, and that includes kindness towards animals, we're not going to get along, and I don't want you in my circle of people. Sorry. So I find this to be helpful, and then this is something that can follow you from year to year, and I always pick pretty paper to do this on. So first do that. I just redid it because, like the umbrella one, I had a different version before. And then, I forget what kind this is. It's not is it a mind map? Is this a mind map? I don't remember. So I put 2022, and I'm turning 40 this year, so I'm excited about that, so I put 40. And I like to put my core values as different sections. And I also then put career. I always have career goals. So these are goals, and it kind of follows my core values. So I have career, health, curiosity, and adventure. I don't have playfulness in there because I kind of find that I don't need a section on playful. I'm just naturally playful, so I don't need to work on that. or maybe it's in all of them. How about? So, curiosity, I want to learn more about herbalism. I've been working with learning about different teas and making a nettle tea with calendula and cinnamon and all that kind of thing. I really want to learn more about herbalism. I'm always constantly wanting to learn more about gardening. I really want to expand my gardening. I've been killing off some grass for a brand new garden. And I want to take 2 cupping continuing education classes next year. So that's in my curiosity section. Adventure, I want to buy like a portable yurt tent, and I want to use it then to go on a family camping trip, and if I have enough in my budget to get the one with the stove, do a winter camping trip. And she'll probably be much happier with the winter camping trip if there's a stove with the warmth, because that's the thing she didn't like. At nighttime, she's all like, can we go somewhere warm now? And I also want to take a road trip with Coco. And I don't know where yet. She just had a front leg amputated, so she's not going to be able to do as much hiking. So it'll probably be a trip that's more kayaking. I'll see how she does with kayaking, but she loves car. Every day she goes outside, she goes to the bathroom, and then she goes to the car. I'm like, we're not going anywhere. So that's for my adventurous portion of my goals for next year. Health. Now this can be interesting because for me, my goal of health is I do actually have a weight loss. I lose 20 pounds because this is 20 pounds heavier than I know is my healthy weight. And not like what society says is healthy, but what I know my body thrives at. But I'm a stress eater, so I put on a little bit of weight this year. Actually, 2020, I put on like the COVID-19 pounds. And then I was losing it, and then I threw my back out, and I couldn't do any more biking. I have a herniated disc, so every time it acts up, I have to baby it for 6 weeks, and if I don't, then I end up on the floor, and I end up on the floor twice last year. So that was very stressful. Coco's been a little stressful. Not anymore, though. You're going to get healthy, and you're going to be good for me, right? I would like to lose 20 pounds, but I don't like when people do a resolution because is it for health reasons? Like sometimes people are like, I want to lose 20 pounds, but health isn't one of my core values, and I don't like eating healthy or exercising and stuff like that. So maybe just looking good is one of your core values, and that's fine too. Monthly massages, so important for my back. If I don't want my back to go out, I need myofascial release once a month, and maybe even sessions twice a month with a different modality. There's a couple other modalities I like. So monthly massages. I also know I thrive on being 75% raw, and I want to get back to that. I did a pretty good job last year, but I want to get back to it. And then my last one is the Conqueror, that's not how you say that, virtual challenge. So I just signed up for this. I saw it last year and I knew I wanted to start it on January 1st. And you get to pick which challenge you want to do, or if you want to do multiple. But what I want to do is I picked one, and I picked the 2021 challenge, and my goal is 2022 challenge. So I'm going to do 2,022 miles, and there's a bike. I'm going to do biking, but I'm going to always do it. Like I'm going to start using the app even when I go cross-country skiing, hopefully tomorrow, walking the dog. Just because every month that you log in your miles, they plant a tree. How cool is that? So my goal is by the end of the year to have 2,021 miles done, and then you get a medal in the mail. And so that's like one of my goals. I usually do like, I want to do 100 miles or this in one day. That's usually the kind of biking goals I do. But this year I thought this would be fun to do like an overall, and that's very, very doable. There are longer ones, but I'm like, oh, I'll start with this one. I like this one. So I signed up for that. Basic career goals that I have that I kind of do every time. And I usually do that, and we'll do a third one of just how to reach my career goals. I have a goal on how many clients I want to see each week. Teaching, I'm already on the teaching goal. I just want to maintain what I've gotten with teaching, how often I teach. And then I have some around this center one that doesn't really have one of these big circles. Being patient. I was having trouble with an app, and I will lose my shit. I lose my temper so fast. It's not great for her, because when I'll lose her temper, she's not listening to me. I'm trying to be more calm and patient, and I don't know how I'm going to do that yet. Maybe just taking some deep breaths. What I want to add into my health is daily moving meditation. That could be myofascial unwinding, it could be walking around Labyrinth, it could just be being present on my dog walks instead of listening to music or talking on the phone, just being present while walking. So daily moving meditation. I'm always trying to check out while I'm doing stuff. And then throwing myself a 40th birthday party, that's one of my goals. And I'm also then going to create a fruit guild. That part of the section where I've been killing off the grass is going to be a fruit guild. So that's one of my goals and just stuff like that. So these are my 2022 goals. Pretty paper, some colors. It'll go somewhere that I can see it. I don't need to see this one. And again, I usually do I have a marketing business goal one that I'll just kind of review and see if anything's different and just print it out. See what worked last year and see what didn't work. So that is goals. So create smarter goals, something that's very doable. When I do something like this, I'm going to complete all these. It's not overwhelming. They say usually people create too much to do within 1 year. And then when they go to do a 5 or 10 year goal list, then there's not enough stuff. They overestimate what they can do in a year and underestimate what you can get done in 5 or 10 years. I just did a lot of home repairs on my house this year, so I might put a home repair or something on here, but next year I want to just really work on the garden. And yeah, I just put in a fence, and I'm going to refinish these wood floors because I already purchased the stuff. Glad I didn't, because it would be way slippery for her. So I want her to get a little bit more stable. She's been doing good, but I can't have rugs down right after I refinish the wood floors. So I want to make sure she's nice and stable before I do something like refinish the wood floors. So that's my year in a nutshell. I'm looking forward to it. I've actually already been telling people I've been 40 for the last year, so I keep getting ahead of myself so I can get used to it. But that's my 2022, and I invite you to do something like this as opposed to just making a really broad resolution, like working out, breaking down how you want to accomplish your goal. Is it in line with your core values? Otherwise, you're just going to be fighting yourself whether or not you want to actually accomplish this goal. Figuring out, I should say curiosity-wise, maybe I'll start exploring a little bit more of my self-sabotage, because that came up a lot last year. Am I intentionally falling down the stairs and messing up my back so I don't have to do anything? Anyway, so set up a resolution, try out goal setting, and I think this is called mind mapping. And then again, there's also the umbrella, which is kind of cool, and I'll do a one for my business, and I'm all set for the year and looking forward to the adventures and the possibilities. And if you would like to share what you would like to accomplish this year, what goals you would like to accomplish, please comment below and like and share. Thank you for watching.